Hi, Karen here, or Teacher Karen, as I'm known halfway around the world to my students in China. I started working with VIPKid in July, and it is the most fun that I've had while earning money in a very long time. I've been answering a lot of questions from my family and friends, from complete strangers who are curious about VIPKid, so I thought I'd make a video and address some of those things and share it with the world. So a little bit about VIPKid to start. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not a scam. It is a company that is basically based in Beijing, China, that hires North Americans to teach English one-on-one to students in China. The students are anywhere between the age of 4 and about 12, and we teach in a one-on-one environment. The lesson plans are provided for you, so you're not recreating the wheel, and the lessons are selected based on the student's level, essentially. You teach via an online portal. So basically in that online portal, you can see the PowerPoint, which is the lesson that you're teaching them. There are teacher instructions on those PowerPoint presentations, and you can also see the video feed of the student, the video feed of yourself, and that's how you communicate back and forth. So it's an online teaching environment for North Americans to teach English to students. It's as simple as that. So what do you need to become a VIPKid teacher? That's a big question. So two things that they absolutely require. Number one is a degree. The Chinese culture really values education, so that is how VIPKid markets itself to its end customers, which are the parents that are paying for English lessons for their children. So your degree in any discipline, it doesn't necessarily have to be a teaching discipline, important to note. And number two, some experience working with children, about 1 year of experience working with kids, ideally in an educational environment. That doesn't necessarily have to mean that you were a traditional teacher or that you are a traditional bricks and mortar teacher. Myself, I taught swimming lessons many moons ago, and I used to teach business education programs to students in grades 6 through 12. So that's the experience that I talked about in my application. So not traditionally a teacher kind of role, but it was enough to successfully pass the application and hiring process, and I haven't looked back since. So those are two things in terms of qualifications that you need to work with VIPKid. Another thing that you do need is a laptop or desktop computer with stable internet connection. You cannot teach from a iPad or any sort of tablet or your phone. So something important to note there. So a little bit about the hiring and application process. There's 4 stages involved, which can be a bit cumbersome to some. I had someone actually hold my hand and walk me through that process. I'm offering that same service to applicants who use my referral at the bottom, my referral link at the bottom to apply. So the first one is your application. So talking about your experience working with kids and your education. In that application, you don't need to upload a traditional resume. It's just basically a paragraph or point form that they're looking for to make sure that you have the qualifications that they're looking for. Number 2 is doing an interview and demo. So the interview portion of that is very brief, and then they get into demo, which is about 10 slides of you teaching to a student. The third step in the interview process is what we call mock 1. So it's basically an extension of that demo that you're teaching a class to an adult, but an adult acting as a student who has 0 English skills. So after that mock 1, three things could happen. Number 1, they could hire you on the spot and offer you a contract. After mock 1, they could provide feedback to you and ask you to move on to mock 2. That is the most common. Or they could end the hiring process at that time and say that you're not a good fit. So on to Mach 2. If you do need to do Mach 2, they're basically looking for you to apply the feedback that you received in Mach 1. You're given a different lesson plan to deliver to a student. So about hours with VIPKid. So VIPKid, you're teaching kids in China. So that means that our evening, our night is their morning, our morning is their evening. So the hours that you can teach with VIPKid are basically 9 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means that this is a great opportunity to earn income outside of traditional business hours or outside of traditional teaching hours. It's a great opportunity to supplement your income. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, maybe you were a teacher and have gotten out of the profession. It's time to dip your toe back in the water. Maybe you're like me and just want to earn some extra cash for vacations and trips and that sort of thing. So yeah, with VIPKid, you are not a traditional employee. When you do get hired, you're actually a contractor with VIPKid. So that means that basically they don't guarantee you any hours or any payment necessarily, but at the same time, you have the flexibility to set your own schedule 100% within those parameters that they give you. So you're able to open up what we call time slots. So maybe you're able to work between 7 and 9 p.m. every day and maybe 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. every day. You open up those time slots and then parents are able to book their children in for classes with you during those time slots. So most popular times for classes are between 7 and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because again, that is the evening after school in China, through the week. And then on weekends, it's kind of anyone's game. You could work what we call an all-nighter if you wanted the income that comes with that. So speaking of income, how much can you actually earn with VIPKid? So between $14 and $22 per hour US funds are what VIPKid typically offers their teachers on their first contract. There are additional bonuses on top of that, though. There's bonuses if you take a class within 24 hours of that class starting, so a last minute kind of bonus for booking classes, and there are bonuses for if you teach a trial class and then that student ends up signing up to be a regular VIPKid student, there's a bonus for that. And there are bonuses for referring other talented teachers like yourselves to VIPKid. So full disclosure there. And I think that's common with most big companies. There's usually some sort of referral bonus. This isn't a pyramid scheme though. You don't get credit for any classes taught by a teacher or anything like that. You're not under my wing after you start, but I will help you through the interview process, because I'm really excited about this, and it's a good fit for me, and I think it's a good fit for a lot of people, and an exciting opportunity that I hadn't really heard about until I saw an ad come up on Facebook. So yeah, so just to talk about income level. So your income basically once you start as a teacher is dependent on the hours that you actually work. So just to give you a brief idea, if you're working maybe a couple of hours a day, a week, that'll mean about $600 or so at the end of your first month. So yeah, US funds for those Canadians out there. I'm Canadian, so yeah, which is pretty cool. Let me see, what else questions that people have. What support is there for VIPKid teachers? So that was one of the things that I was really impressed with VIPKid. So there's tons of Facebook groups out there that you can join, and then other teachers that are out there. There are 20,000 teachers in North America that work with VIPKid, which is pretty cool. So there's tons of Facebook groups that you can join that are really supportive. They're there to answer questions that you have kind of on the fly. So on top of that, there is a portal that you can go into that has a slew of information on support and teaching tips. So there's that kind of static information. In addition to that, there are workshops that once you become a VIPKid teacher that you can attend to help you kind of augment your skills and yeah, continuous learning basically, and to help you be better in the classroom. So there are workshops available for you to sign up to, and those are live workshops where you can do a Q&A with more experienced teachers. And on top of that, there is what we call firemen during the class time. If you run into any technical difficulties, you can message a fireman and they can get right back to you. So in a chat kind of environment. If you have any questions outside of that, you can do what we call log a ticket to VIPKid, and they guarantee a 24-hour turnaround time to answer questions on a ticket. So lots of support there available for you, even though the company is on the other side of the world. So it's a really great opportunity. I love doing it. It's the most fun that I've had. My first full month with VIPKid, I earned over $1,000 US funds, again for those Canadians out there, which with the exchange rate was a pretty decent income. I wish I had found this sooner. If you would like to, ask any questions, comment below. If you'd like to apply, certainly use my link, and I will email you to offer my support. So thanks so much. I hope this was informative. Have a great day. Bye.